It's on.
So I want you to share, you know, your definition and picture, or you know, the example that you gave for biotic factor to get with each other. Like, go ahead.
I did a plant.
You drew a plant?
Yeah, I did a plant.
Okay, so just show it to me. So, and what did you, what was your definition of biotic factor? It's okay, trust me, I can't draw at all. This is good. What about you, Amari? What?
I drew a tree.
Okay, a tree for biotic factor. Very good. And what was the definition that you?
A living thing.
A living thing.
So
Okay.
it's a plant is biotic.
A plant is biotic. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna watch a video that will go over biotic and abiotic factors. Okay, and I want you to just on a piece of paper write 3 facts from the video, and I'll go over the video. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, because it's time to upload. We're gonna set. You're gonna need to set an appointment. Okay. For to meet for the packet. Okay.
Hi, it's Mr. Anderson, and welcome to Biology Essentials video number 20. This is on biotic and abiotic factors. First thing I should do, I should define the two. Biotic means living. And so if we're looking at biotic factors, we're looking at all the living things that can affect population or organisms. And abiotic factors are going to be non-living or without life. And so let me give you an example of each. In 1995, wolves were reintroduced into Yellowstone National Park, and these are the first wolves getting carried into the park. They stayed in an enclosure for a while before they actually released them because they didn't want them to run back to Canada. But that would be a biotic factor. You're adding a living thing to an ecosystem, Yellowstone National Park, and so that's a biotic factor. An abiotic factor, this would be a graph of atmospheric carbon dioxide. They've been studying the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This is over the last 50 years, and you've probably read about that. We've seen an increase of the amount of carbon dioxide over the last 50 years, and that's causing global warming. So the temperature is getting warmer and warmer. Now, temperature is not alive, and so we call that an abiotic factor. Now, both of these, biotic and abiotic factors, are going to affect organisms, populations, ecosystems, and that's what this podcast is really about. And so the things that I'm going to talk about are factors.
So Amari, go ahead and just write 3 facts down from the video. Compare the two, abiotic and biotic factor. I'm going to have you also just kind of think of how the 2 items are alike. So this is like a graphic organizer that will help you just remember the difference between the 2. So here you would write, you know, abiotic, biotic. How are they alike? How are they different? So from the video, when an abiotic or biotic factor is introduced to the environment, does it affect? Do both affect the environment, or does one only? Or what do you think, Amari? Like with the video, they introduced wolves to a certain environment, and wolves are considered what?
Living.
Living. Very good. Do you think that the introduction of the wolves, like a certain amount of wolves into like an environment that maybe did not have wolves, do you think that would affect, you know,
Yeah.
the ecosystem there,
Yeah.
the organisms that are living there?
Mm-hmm.
And what about like the temperature change? If the temperature changes,
Yeah.
temperature is considered biotic or abiotic?
Abiotic.
Very good. Non-living. Would that affect the ecosystem?
Yeah.
Just think of your home, you know, if, like in your house, in your own house, if, let's say, when the weather changes, is it affecting you in your home? Like if it's too cold or too hot.
Mhm.
And let's say a new person or a friend comes in and lives with you guys. It's a person, right? A living thing. Is it gonna influence or have an effect? Or is she gonna?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing. You could think about it like more broad, like a whole environment, like a
Mhm.
forest. And, yeah. So I want you to compare the two. You know, like biotic and abiotic. Give me, you know, how are they alike and how are they different here? And then we'll do the, yeah, just a quick that, and then we're gonna do the worksheet.
Mhm.
1 minute.